Salutations, I'm Touhou77, and today we've got an amazing build for you guys. We've got the Ogre Assault Rifle. Now, we're also on Amara, so this is a very interesting dynamic here. With Amara, you don't typically see the Ogre outside of Moses' hands, so this is definitely a touch out of the ordinary for some people, but this could be a lot of fun. Next to Max Corrosive on it, we're running a Spiritual Driver. I've got 4 other comms that I'll go over in a minute. Snowdrift Victory Rush, we got a P-Nade, we got a Frozen Heart. So when it comes to these 4 other comms, we've got the Phazerker, we've got the Kensei, the Ascetic, and the Warrior. And the Driver, I'm going to be running for the actual build. You can use all of these items. You could probably get away with using a Golden Rule instead of a Driver, and it might help in some scenarios, although getting that extra gun damage from the Driver is going to be a lot of help with this weapon here. But Phazerker also just does that crazy weapon damage, and it does really good cooldown rate stuff, so it's a really good alternative, and it gives Conflux, the one that I have. And then the Kensei. The Kensei is a really fun alternative for the Driver on this build. Having Weave the Rainbow and Joyful Freedom, and getting bonus elemental melee damage. Yes, I said elemental melee. This doesn't actually give you bonus melee damage. It gives you elemental melee damage that is attuned to her element. So it takes bonuses from melee damage, but it doesn't apply melee effects. And it doesn't deal melee, it just gets buffed by melee stats. And there is a difference. Is it very noticeable in most gameplay? Other than the fact that it's not applying melee effects from skills, no, not really. It is just a really good damage buff. This is probably the strongest the strongest 6 seconds of damage you'll get on this build. But this doesn't help you very much overall. It's, again, just 6 seconds of fame. Then we've got the Warrior here, which is a really nice purple confidence build because it gives arm steal. So I would have preferred 5 in arm steal, but it works just as well with 4 in 1 Violent Tapestry, as this way you can replace that 1 point I have in the skill tree in Violent Tapestry with the 1 on the comm, and you could adjust that point to fit somewhere else of your choosing. But here, having Arms Deal, it gives a lot of splash damage reduction, which helps you because you're probably gonna get freaking downed by yourself if you hit yourself with more than 1 projectile. If you rock this, then you shoot yourself with more than 1 projectile, you'll die. But if you're not rocking this, then you won't survive the first projectile. So there's the trade-off. You can readjust after shooting once. As the second time, not so much. And then this comm here, the Ascetic, gives some really good skills, and I'll go over why we have this in a minute. But we have Atman, we have Burn Both Ends, and then all of the passives are freaking really good on these comms. The Phazerker and the Driver have the same passives here with Splash, AR, and cooldown rate. The Kensei has Splash melee cooldown rate. I would have preferred AR, I guess, just simply because I'm getting melee from the skill tree. I don't need AR. I don't need melee, I'd want AR damage. That would give another variable of a multiplicative scaling stat. Then the Warrior has Splash and AR, although I feel like I would have preferred cooldown over Splash, just simply because we're getting Splash from Arms Deal, so it would be additive to each other, and we don't really need splash damage on the comm, so cooldown would be better for me. And that would also apply to this comm here. Cooldown would be better than splash damage, but the skills here, so I was going over Atman. Atman gives skill damage, which that's the same, sort of the same thing as what Do Harm does with action skill damage, but skill damage applies to all these like kill skills and whatnot, so we're getting like Free the Soul. This is an amazing skill. It's so much fun on this build. It shoots out a couple cryo homing projectiles after you kill an enemy. And these cryo homing projectiles with 6 and Atman, if you're running the other comm, either kill things on crit or a insta-freeze on most enemies. So when you insta-freeze something and you're getting Weave the Rainbow at you're getting a lot of bonus damage, you're getting a lot of damage out of it, which is really helpful. Now, one problem I have is it's not really that significant having Unweave the Rainbow. It's a really good skill, don't get me wrong, and it gets some crazy scaling. But Forceful Expression also sort of does the same thing just by default on your guns. It's just better than items that, or skills that convert damage, like Infusion. But this build was requested by, in the comment section, by Caleb.Sunil as an Ogre build on Amara with Frozen Heart Purple Tree. So I am doing Frozen Heart Purple Tree, as I said, Frozen Heart. So going all the way down Purple Tree, I took it as we're getting the capstone. Because I like to give myself extra challenge when I do things to my own deficit. But we're gonna be having a lot of fun today here. We have Green Tree here, which looks absolutely nightmarish. This is one of the most unsightly green trees that you'll ever see in your life. But it works really well with this setup. So, we have Clarity, which is for health regen, whatever. We have 5 points in Root to Rise, which is max HP. We have 3 points in Samsara for regen. That's why it's here. It's for regen. It's not for the gun damage. The gun damage doesn't help because I'm running the driver. We have Arm Steel for splash damage and splash damage reduction. And we have 5 Helping Hands from the Calm, giving us more damage reduction. Vigor and Mindfulness to help with the Calm for the movement speed equals damage. And we have Guardian Angel, because if you get downed, there is a high likelihood that you will stay downed. You're just gonna die, just simply because the driver is the main point of your gun damage, so you're not getting very much outside of that. I did think about using Find My Center, and I'll get to that in a minute. Pairing it well with Limited Fist. Actually, you know what? We're gonna respec on the spot. Hopefully I remember the skill tree here. So 1 here, 1 here, 5 here, 5 here, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, so this is 3 and 1, 5, 5, 3, 3, 3. I'm gonna put 1 here to get this, and then not get Clarity, maybe? Yeah, so we still have 1 point extra. I'm going to put this in Conflux. So I made 2 slight alterations to how I originally was showcased in the skill tree. But, and they do significant things. So Find Your Center increases that melee damage. I'm going to show we have Illuminated Fist, which is going to be most of our health regen. And the reason why I say that, this gun doesn't have a base element. So you're not getting elemental damage to heal off of. And action skill and corrosive damage sometimes that stuff is iffy with sustainment, especially, and then infusion also doesn't work very well because it's based off the base damage of the weapon. So all this is doing is adding an extra elements of damage, not particularly increasing your overall damage with much if you have the same element as like an action skill end or something. I grabbed Conflux for the driver because if you have multiple different dot effects, then you can stack up to 25, but if you only have 1 dot effect, it only stacks to 15. And then a couple other interactions that we have here. With Eternal Fist, every time you kill an enemy that you've grasped, it ends up reactivating your Frozen Heart every single time because it counts as a new activation of the action skill. So you're getting constant procs on your Frozen Heart, which is another form of healing. And yeah, there's a lot of survivability and a lot of forms of healing set up on this build. There is good reason this build, if you get downed, again, if you get downed and you don't get Guardian Angel to proc, you're probably gonna die. It's just how this is going to work. So we have melee to heal and melee for potential second wind damage. Yeah, it's one of the primary second wind damage sources using Guardian rank going over to Groundbreaker. Whoops. And Find Your Center helps with Illuminated Fist, giving us not only extra melee damage, but it's also giving us that reach so we can hit more enemies with our melee. And then that one in Do Harm also helps for more skill damage. And yeah, let's... Oh, actually, let me change up this song. I'm thinking this one? Yeah, let's run this one. This theme is called the Frozen Capital of Eternity, so I feel like it's fitting. This one's from Touhou 15. Whoops, that didn't hit. And, oh, that guy's dead. I'd hit you. Okay. Then we got a couple enemies we can kill over here. Oh, what in blue blazes? Oh, he just got chain kills off the other stuff. There we go. Now, I'm not going to be using the driver too much for DPS, just simply because of the comment about, like, using the golden rule and others. What the heck? Why? Why? Eternal Fist, why? Freaking making me run all the way over there to try and kill somebody for my reload? Like, get out of here. Oh, that's another mechanic that I forgot to explain. So, using, actually, let's go back to the skill. Red tree. Using Dread, this instantly reloads your magazine, or, well, reloads. It refills your magazine with points, with ammo from your reserves. Now, to a basic definition, yeah, that is what a reload is, sure. But another thing to it is it doesn't actually count as reloading your weapon. It's not a new magazine. You just fully restock. So, because of that, it allows me to just keep up my action skill and corrosive damage without having to constantly reproc the action skill, well, re-end the action skill. Which it's still doing it on end, sort of. It just makes it more consistent for keeping it. Because if you reload just after, then it doesn't actually reset it, which is super annoying. We're gonna wait for Kraken until Kraken fully comes out. But in the meantime, we'll kill off some little ads over here. Or just one of the little ads over here. That's fine too, I suppose. Okay, there we go. And that is a dead Kraken. Oh, that's a Storm Checker. God dang it. Well. I kind of don't want to reload, so we're just going to wait until I can do this. And it grabbed the Storm Checker again. That actually works out. That way I can fill off the Storm Checker. There we go. I don't know who else got tagged, but we're just going to dip. There we go. Okay, I got Sigdrifta mostly. That's good. I hate Sigdrifta. Out of all the Valks, Sigdrifta is the one I hate the most. You would think with this setup, the melee one, Hildur would be annoying. Which, sure, Hildur is annoying, but I can work around Hildur. Hildur's actually pretty easy to crit, so it's not that big of a deal worrying about Hildur. That's why the biggest worries. Can I, like, grasp the... What? Who did it grasp? That's extremely annoying. Whatever. Oh, nope, nope, nope. We're not dealing with this skill. We're not dealing with this attack. Oh, it's the ball one. It's not the other one. Okay. Can the boss go over here? Or can I lead one of the... Oh, now it's the other attack. Skip you, Sigdrifta. Go away. We're gonna do this. Aw, that's annoying. I wanted to get some indiscriminate shots up. Oh well. I was just gonna insert her. Oh, hi, Hildur. I'm just gonna pop that on you. Stay away from me. There we go. Also, Trickle Fire also increases the fire rate. So you can Trickle Fire this and not actually sustain this, and it will still reserve the fire rate, as long as you're doing it at a reasonable pace. Okay. Alright, let's quickly end the action skill. Now, as I said, the bossing damage on this setup is not very high when it comes to enemies that you can't freeze. But we've got a special thing for Wotan, so stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Indiscriminate is our primary bossing damage when it comes to multiple enemies being on the field. This setup is so much fun to play. I love it. It may not be one of the best, but it is a lot of fun. And the mechanics are really cool. Did it hit the guy in here? It did. Why? Oh, another class mod that would work really well on here is the Mantis. I'm sure you're not getting that movement speed equals damage, but you're getting a lot of crit. And crit is also really good with this setup. Okay, Guardian Angel, there we go. Look, barrels. Where's the other guy? Where's the guy that oh my lord. Eternal Fist doesn't like to be, nice to me. Okay. Just jump right in my face and ruin everything, huh? Goodbye. I do not mind being petty when they want to be petty. We're fine because he's frozen, right? Yeah. Where's the guy flying? Oh, there. Well, that sucks. Oh well. This build is so chaotic and it's so much fun. We're gonna reload here. Okay. Where's the stealth guy at? Oh, there he is. I'm over here just meleeing because I can't see him. Just meleeing and hoping the auto track hits it. Hey, come on out. Come on out. Come on out. Okay, let's get another guy out. And they're both storm trackers. Can we get a third? You know what? I guess skip that. We're just gonna do this. Okay, dude. Get off of me! You know what? You know what? Freaking skip this. We're switching to corrosive. And we're just gonna deal with you guys that way. Goodbye. Back to shock. Or I guess we can stay corrosive. That's fine. I don't typically like switching. But it doesn't matter too much. It's all good. Okay. Actually, I am better off with just running shock here. Yeah, I just froze Wotan. Yeah, I just froze Wotan. What are you gonna do about it? God dang it. Sweet. Okay, now you're back on the ground. We can... Okay, jerk. Absolutely ruin everything, why don't ya? Can you, like, stay in my range, please? Thank you. Dot go burr. That's not good. Oh, actually, I think we should be okay here. Can I, like, move? Please? Clearly not permitted to move. What the heck? Okay. I'm cryoed. Of course I'm cryoed. Why wouldn't I be cryoed? There we go. Just gonna freeze you. You still get to deal damage, but you're gonna die. I'm gonna freeze you again, or you resisted this time because I didn't have a kill skill active. Whoa. Now I do. And I missed. Of course I missed. Alright, to deal with top half, how do we want to go about this? Do we hop up here, maybe? And just, God dang it. Oh. I broke his capability to fly. That's hilarious. And goodbye. So, the reason why Wotan froze, for those that are uninitiated, clear the mind. This skill is freaking hilarious. It ignores elemental damage resistance, and the only reason why you can't freeze bottom half, or Wotan generally, is because he's resistant and not immune, which is absolutely hilarious. It's one of the best things you could do. But, yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I was told to tell y'all to like and subscribe. I don't typically do that, but I was told to do it for this video, so there you go. And hope y'all have a good rest of your days. And I hope you guys enjoyed the build. Maybe you guys might try out Purple Tree Amara for gun-based stuff at some point. I'd probably use a better splash weapon than this, but this was still a lot of fun. I hope y'all enjoyed. See ya!